Happy, happy Halloween, 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 happy, happy Halloween, silver ship. Why, hello there YouTube and welcome back to 31, the Free Slashers. I am Random Ross and today our 31 days continue now as I review Halloween Free Season of the Witch. Written and directed by Tommy Lee Wallace and starring Tom Atkins, Stacey Nelkin and Dan O'Hurley. Pronouncing that one right. So this is the third installment of the Halloween franchise, and this has absolutely nothing to do with the Micheal Myers storyline. As I said about Halloween 2, they were planning to end it there, the Myers storyline, and John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, which were producers in this film, for this could work as an anthology series, so they thought let's make a yearly theme of it. But of course that idea did not take off because Halloween 3 Season of the Witch completely flopped at the box office and was not successful, so they did away with the anthology thing and went back to the standard story of Micheal Myers. But since then, Halloween 3 has gained a cult following. This focuses on completely different characters. Dr. Daniel Chalice and a woman, and Ellie Granbridge, played by Tom Atkins and Stacey Nelkin. Tom Atkins plays the Doctor in this, and he has some patient that comes with a silver shamrock mask. These three masks, a pumpkin, a witch and a skull, a jack-o'-lantern, are on sale. They're selling quick with the silver shamrock logo, and kids are buying them everywhere, with a simple rejingle of that London Bridge is falling down, although they rehash it to happy happy Halloween, 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 happy happy Halloween, silver shamrock. And a patient of his has one of the masks, and Dr. Chalice helps the man's daughter Ellie, played by Stacey Nelkin, and they go and investigate in this small town where they go to the factory of Silver Shamrock and meet the man behind it all, Colonel Cochran, played by Dan O'Hurley. Hurley, or whatever his name is. And he discovers that he has this factory and he's a sweet man. But then it all turns out that it's a disguise, and Cochran is an ancient warlock. Well, is a warlock that wants to fulfill an ancient ritual where the bloods run red. And what he does is a demonstration of what he plans to do when the kids wear the masks on Halloween nights, when he broadcasts the horror-thon or whatever it is he's broadcasting. It has a flashing jack-o'-lantern that turns whoever wears the masks' heads into cockroaches, a snake and little crickets. It's an unpleasant death. And it's quite a grisly scene, especially at the time, because this actually killed a kid off on screen, and I think at the time that was a big risk. I mean, about 50 years prior, Halloween, with Frankenstein, killing a kid on screen, was still a bit of a risky thing even back in 1982. But they did it. Anyway, they soon discover that Cochran is performing an ancient ritual performed with bits of Stonehenge. Like, he's got this ancient tombstone that he's put little bits of the stone into the masks so it can cause people to turn into maggots and whatever. And of course, Dr. Chalice tries to stop it. Of course, Cochran also has his henchman androids, because he's a bit of a mad scientist. He uses science and supernatural in this film. And this is what this film is, a supernatural horror thriller. And even went as far with it going to be with them attempting to make an anthology series. This went as far as to abandon the whole slasher feel from which the franchise was spawned. Okay, so enough on the plot. Of course, he has to stop the broadcast, and does he? We don't know. It goes to an abrupt end. But they originally wanted to go with a happy ending, but Tommy Lee Wallace was like, no, let's end it like this. Hopefully, possible sequel will come about, which I think was intended, but like I said, it never took off. And this was almost called Season of the Toymaker or something, which was an early draft of this film, the script. Okay, so, likes and dislikes. First of all, I like Tom Atkins in this film as our protagonist. He does look like somewhat of an action hero. In fact, he was originally considered for the role in Lethal Weapon before it went to Mel Gibson, because he turned it down. But yeah, he was a good, protagonist in this, along with Stacey Nelkin's character, Ellie, who was a good love interest in this. And he was a divorced man as well, so, he also phoned his ex-wife telling her to get rid of the masks. I even liked Dan O'Hurley as Cochran. Now, Cochran, I feel, is a very underappreciated villain. He is evil, and he does a great job playing the bad guy in this. He's just like, he puts on a good show, pretending to be a nice man, gives a kid a free mask, and even in that scene as well, when they're in the factory having a tour, that's a real Don Post factory, and they're really making actual masks. Cochran's just a good villain, and I just liked him as the villain. I also like the little Easter eggs in this. We did get Easter eggs to the original films. We got, I think this was meant to be in like a universe of its own. So Halloween 1 and 2 were none other than just films. We get like a trailer on screen of Halloween, and then there's another bit of where they're watching Halloween 2 on the TV. Just some Easter eggs in there. We even get a cameo from Jamie Lee Curtis. Yes, she gets a vocal cameo in this as an announcer in the town. And I think we even get... do we get a brief cameo from Nancy Loomis? No, we get a cameo from Dick Warlock, who is an assassin android. Yeah, Dick Warlock plays an assassin android in this, one of Cochran's android handymen. And we get a cameo from Nancy Loomis in this, not playing Annie, but playing Linda Chalice. Oh yeah, of course she does. She plays the ex-wife of our main protagonist, Dr. Chalice. So, another like Easter egg in there. I think, because it was an anthology series, they want to sort of recycle some of the actors, well, reuse them. And yeah, that was, I thought, a nice touch. I get what they were trying to do, go for an anthology feel, but it was obviously ahead of its time, really. But I do like that they attempted to go for something different in this. And over the years, Halloween 3 has gained the respect and like it deserves, but at the time, I guess no one was really ready for that, and I bet they were all pissed off by the lack of Micheal Myers. Even I was. I was expecting to see Michael in this, and do we? We do on a little small TV screen. But, yeah. Halloween 3 is a good film in its own right. If you think of it just as its own film and not part of the Halloween franchise, it is actually a good film, and I do enjoy it, and it is good. But throughout the years, it has, like I've said, gained its cult following and is remembered now as a classic. As for the time, it was a total box office bomb. So, Halloween 3. My dislikes. Do I have anything to dislike? Yeah, I guess I just didn't like that it didn't have Micheal Myers, or absolutely nothing to do with the story of the first two. But again, like I say, they attempted to make it an anthology series, didn't work out. Okay, so Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, what am I going to rate this one? So Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, it's a good film. I recommend it, especially if you haven't seen any of the other Halloween movies. It doesn't matter, you can just watch this one because it's its own movie. So yeah, with all that being said, I'm going to give Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Oh, Season of the Witch, I'm going to give it... You know what the hell, I'm giving it 3. 3 knives out of 5 for Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. So, that's it for this one. So, join me tomorrow where I will be reviewing Friday the 13th Part 4, the final chapter. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, have you seen Halloween 3? And you can watch all of 31 so far on my channel. So yeah, that's it for this one. If you like it, give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. And until tomorrow, till tomorrow, don't have nightmares.